Welcome to sports, everybody. The Bahamas currently has 3 sailors in the Dominican Republic competing at the World Junior Optimist Championships. They are Spencer Cartwright, Paul D'Souza, and Alonde Forbes. National Director of Junior Sailing Jimmy Lowe shares his views on how the trio has fared so far.
Yeah, they've had their challenges. The weather's not been what everybody expected down there. Our guys were expecting a little heavier air, and it's been really squally, and a lot of different wind conditions have come through. But, they're holding their own. They're in the middle somewhere. We expected them to be there or maybe a little bit better. And, I think all in all, they've done pretty good. There are 240 kids there from 56 countries. And, just to make it qualify to go there is quite an achievement. So I think this experience, they'll never forget the rest of their lives. And really get them in tune with what they need to do going forward.
Now, Lowe went on to talk about what still needs to be done for our juniors to reach the next level.
The thing that they don't have is a lot of real big fleet experience, and that's because we're not exposed to really big fleet sailing. When on a starting line with 80 or 60 or 80 boats, it's a lot different than being on a starting line with 15 and 20 boats. And, that's where they've been having their challenges. But I think they're getting over that. They're slowly coming forward. And if you look at the results, they're doing a little better as the races go on.
Well, the Sans Bear Man in the Boat competition taking over Montague this weekend. Gerard Sawyer works in sales and marketing for the Bahamian Brewery and Beverage Company. He explains why these events are so important.
We want to keep alive the truly Bahamian sport of sailing by, making sure that youngsters have an opportunity to learn how to build the boats, to learn how to sail the boats. And so we're giving back to the Sheldon Gibson Youth Camp. Wherever sailing is, we want to be there. Wherever there's Bahamian culture, Sans Bear plans to be. We want everybody to come out to try the products, but more importantly, we're giving back. And that's the point of the whole weekend.
All proceeds from this weekend's Man in the Boat competition go towards Sheldon Gibson's summer sailing program. Gibson himself is thankful to the Sans family for doing all they can to keep this truly indigenous sport alive in the Bahamas.
This is something I wanted to see, but I still want more participation because not only youngsters, but everybody who come out here, they're reliving history because these are the boats that made it possible for us to settle these islands. And if we allow it to go, then part of our identity would be gone. I am very happy for Mr. Sands to come along and help us with this. Every year it seems as if, they get less and less funding for it, but Mr. Sands has come around in a big way and trying to make this thing come even bigger than it was in years before. But right now, we're looking to be even bigger next year, and then we have to repair Old Faithful, and then, of course, we have Sedowit's boat, and we have to keep all of those boats in tip-top shape. So it's going to need money to keep this program going.
Well, the Bahamas will be represented in the 2012 Pony Baseball 13s World Series, which starts on Friday in California. A number of the players who will be making the trip took part in last year's Little League World Series in Abaco, and tournament director for the Northern Caribbean Zone, Taran Rogers, is hoping that experience will help them heading into this year's competition.
Their opening game was against the defending Little League World Series champions from Williamsport. And that was a very difficult tournament. We went 1-2, finished 8th out of 10. This year, it's going to be just as tough because we got the opening game against the defending pony champions Friday morning at 10 o'clock. So, Friday the 27th of July. So it's going to be tough for the boys. We're doing our best to prepare for it. It's about giving them the exposure and them understanding what level they need to be at. We expect them at 15 and 16 to go and win. At 13, 14, 9, 10, 11, 12, go do the best you can, get that exposure, and understand what you're up against.
Well, for the past 3 weeks, Minister of Labour and Member of Parliament for Golden Gates, the Honourable Shane Gibson, putting on a basketball classic for members of his constituency at the court across from the Golden Gates Assembly. The classic, which climaxed last night with the championship game, is all a part of a much bigger initiative, which Minister Gibson implemented 10 years ago, and it expands to the whole Golden Gates constituency.
In the Golden Gates, we have some 9 parks. And so what we do is we normally move from park to park, hosting various tournaments. So this would only be one of several tournaments that we put on in the Golden Gates constituency. Because as you know, these guys like bragging rights, and they like to have all of them would like to have a tournament played on their court. And so this one is being played here. The next one will probably be in the farmers market. We'll probably go further east and have one in Kensington Gardens, and then we'll probably go south a bit and have one in Southern Heights.
And that will do it for sports. But stay tuned, your weather forecast still to come.